line that presents the Vikings. And my mother looked at it, she said, America is such a wonderful land.
Kirk was the first movie star to desert the studio system and to form his own production company, the Briner Company. Unheard of.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Kirk was about to do a film called Paths of Glory, and he was looking for a director, so he called up this young 26-year-old director and said, I'd like you to do Paths of Glory. The director's name was Stanley Kubrick.
When I formed my own company, you know, I did the Viking, I did Spartacus, I did Path of Glory.
Where it came from, for him to have this sense of individualism, and he's always been somewhat of a loner, but this sense of individuality or this critique and this literary sense, I don't know.
You've been after the job from the start. We all know that, my boy.
I may be many things here, but I'm not your boy.
Well, I certainly didn't mean to imply any biological relationship.
I didn't want to be a mogul, but I wanted to have more say in what I would do.
I apologize for not being entirely honest with you. I apologize for not revealing my true feelings. I apologize, sir, for not telling you sooner that you're a degenerate, sadistic old man. And you can go to hell before I apologize to you now or ever again.
You're in the Navy.
That's the power.
Take on a picture like Spartacus, which at the time was the largest independent ever undertaken.
Tell them we want nothing from Rome. Nothing. Except our freedom.
A lot of films that Kirk produced were struggles against the studio system, or against the political realities. I mean, real, strong statements for those days.
It's no accident that later, when he made Spartacus, that he hired a blacklisted writer like Dalton Trumbo. It's no accident that when he talked about slavery in that movie, that he was making a point about right now. And about what the 60s would become in terms of the civil rights movement.
Well, why doesn't he kill him? Kill him. Well, what's the matter now? Kill him!
Kill him, you imbecile.
Kill him!
Kill him!
Kill him!
Now, the writer of Spartacus was Dalton Trumbo. Dalton Trumbo was one of the blacklisted writers, but he's one of the most gifted screenwriters of the generation. He wrote Spartacus. At the end of the film now, Ed Lewis, who is the line producer, Kubrick and Kirk say, well, whose name goes on is the writer. And I remember that Kirk told me that Kubrick said, well, put my name on it.
I felt offended by that. I said, Stanley, wouldn't you feel terrible to take credit for a body of work?
Kirk said, you know something? The film is done. Universal has to distribute it. It costs too much to put it on the shelf.
And I went home that night and I thought about it. I said, the hell with it. I'm going to put Dalton Trumbo's name on the screen. What can happen?
And I remember Ed Lewis said, Kirk, if you do that, it could cost you your career. And Kirk said, I don't care. He wrote it. His name goes on the screen.
Oh, people will say, Kirk, you will never be able to work again, and that's so dangerous.
Film opened, and their screenplay by Dalton Trumbo.
The sky didn't fall in, and the blacklist was broken.
Several days later, Kirk gets a letter, and the letter said, Dear Kirk, thank you so much for giving me back my name. Thank you, Dalton.
I think I'm more proud of that than anything I ever done in movies.
Today, these young people don't understand the kind of courage, putting to hazard his whole career because of something he deeply believed in.
He said, talk to my lawyer. He said, that killed me. He said, I couldn't sleep.
The winner is One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest.